Hey guys, it's Keegan. This is kind of dark because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning right now. But I wanted to make a video how I knew that I was trans, or how I knew I was transgender. I'm gonna go ahead and share my story, and I just wanna say that this is just how I feel. This is not how everyone who identifies as trans. This is not you know their experience as well. I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm just speaking for myself. Um, so this doesn't necessarily mean that this is how other trans guys feel, or that if you feel this way, you're trans. That's not by any means what I'm saying. Um, for me, I knew that I was trans because when I was younger, I always had interest in like boys' toys over, the stereotypical girls' toys. I was never comfortable dressing feminine. Like, even from a young age, I really disliked it. Um, like, I very seldom wore dresses. Like, up until I think about like 6 or so, I wore them, but it was because like I didn't really have any say. Um, and after that, it was a struggle to get me to wear dresses or like female clothes. Like, growing up, I shopped in the boys department when I could. Um, like even when I was like 6, my parents got me like Power Ranger and Ninja Turtle underwear because I didn't want to wear like the stupid lacy, well, not lacy, but frilly girl stuff. Um, and that just kind of continued throughout my childhood. Um, I always played sports. I was very athletic when I was younger, and like during lunch, I would always play like football with the boys. I really wanted to play football, so that was kind of like another indicator for me. Me liking women really has nothing to do with me being trans because that's more, about my sexuality. But yeah, I'm not even gonna go on about that really, because I think that's something entirely separate. I don't think um, my sexuality has anything to do with me identifying as trans. Puberty helped me realize that I was trans because having a period was the absolute worst for me. Um, There's something, I mean, not that anyone necessarily wants that, but for me, it was horrible. As well as my body starting to become more feminine, that was something that I never wanted. Like, girls look forward to puberty because they get breasts and start becoming like more curvy, and they get out of that like ugly duckling stage. But for me, I never wanted my body to look like that. I wanted my body to stay the way it was. I wanted to be flat chested, and I wanted to be like slender. So puberty was horrible for me the first time around. This time around, it's so much better because it's finally like the puberty that I want to go through. At a fairly young age, I started watching males that I came into contact with and picked up on like their body language, like the way a lot of men, when they sit, if they're crossing their legs, they have their ankle rested on their knee. Whereas a lot of females, when they sit and they cross their legs, they sit with one leg on top of the other, like knee to knee. So I started picking up on like masculine body posture and started emulating that, um, as well as speech. I guess tried to pick up on their pattern, and I didn't necessarily consciously try to deepen my voice. I've always had kind of a deeper voice, but I think part of that could have been me wanting to have a more masculine voice. I also knew that I was trans because in my dreams, I would often dream about being male, and those were like the best dreams that I had. Like maybe sometimes didn't I looked like someone completely different, but somehow I knew it was still me. When I moved to Asheville and met the first openly trans person to me, anyway, um, I had a lot of questions that helped me figure out that I was, in fact, trans because before then, like, I knew how I felt, I just didn't really have a label for it. I guess really just thinking about the aspect of like identifying as that, I realized that that fit me. As in, I my gender and my sex do not match up, and I'm not happy living as female. I'm not happy when people call me ma'am or she. I always wanted to do, like, I envied that like guys could run around shirtless and pee standing up, and there are a lot of things that like I guess I envied that I really wanted. Um, and I'm sure there are quite a few females who feel that way too. Like, oh man, it'd be so much easier if I could just pee standing up or whatnot. Um, but that was something that like I really wanted. Like I knew from a young age that I wanted to be a guy. That I just was not cut out to be female, and that just wasn't me. It's never been me. Um, so I think a lot of that is how I know that I was trans. I just knew from a young age that I was not meant to be a female. So right now, those are all the reasons I can think about that, like, I guess helped me figure out that I was trans. Um, so if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. If there's something you want me to elaborate more on, I'd be more than happy to. And if I think of anything else, I'll add it. Take care. Bye.